guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 23 chat.
I feel like I'm sitting in a toilet here.
Why?
I'm so short.
Explain yourself.
All right, well, this is the episode 2 chat.
I feel like, I can't believe it's only episode 2 because
so much has happened.
So much has happened on the live feeds. If you guys are not watching the live feeds or keeping up with them somehow, holy crap.
You're way behind.
Just like RuPaul's Drag Race, Untucked, like you're not getting the full story unless you're watching Untucked. So this is wild.
So would you say your show is like Untucked?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I feel very attacked.
All right, well, the last time we saw the broadcast show
was the premiere.
Right. And Frenchie was the first HOH. Mm-hmm. His team won the first HOH comp, which made him the first HOH.
Yep.
And made his team safe.
Team is safe. Team
right.
Jokers. So that is Derek F., a.k.a. Big D, Azza, and Brittany.
And
all safe, yeah, for the week.
All right, so everyone's like, ooh, we just passed our first test at school. Look, let's come into the house. We're all $250,000 richer because we're all going to win, right?
I know. It was so sad when they were like, oh my God, they added like an extra $250,000 to the prize money. And I was just thinking, yeah, but they're still $250,000 short of $1 million.
I know.
Why am I like this?
Julie could have cleaned out her couch cushions and found that money. Come on. All right. Or the underneath her seat in her car. In her Bugatti. All right.
Anyway, they're all very excited to be there, which is fun to watch.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Look at all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And more money and cool stuff.
Yeah. And now this is exciting because we get to see the house guests interacting for the first time, which we didn't really see as much on premiere night because they had to do all those competitions and set up the twists and everything.
We also get to see who's going to lie about who they are.
There's quite a few people lying about their jobs.
Right. Well, Sarah Beth is one of them. She's like, I'm a voice actress and I've been on, like video games. I do video games and video games and and I'm totally,
they seem to be buying it.
I'm totally a voice actress, right?
She didn't want to say that she's a forensic chemist.
I really don't think that would impact the game that much.
Can you imagine they just see her one day, she's like brushing something for like fingerprints or dusting it for fingerprints. They're like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't see how that would mean that you're good at Big Brother.
I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want them to know she's like really smart.
I'd be more worried about somebody who's good at chess. Not maybe like
you're a chess grandmaster or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, they had the champagne circle without the champagne.
They had the Brent champagne.
Brent champagne.
I feel like we're talking about like Bobby Bottle Service from the Nick Kroll show. And I mean, it kind of lines up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
They had the getting to know you circle and, introducing themselves, lying about their jobs, things like that.
I love how Xavier was like, no mans. Whoa, hello, ladies.
He's
maybe
definitely
I'm
crushing on Alyssa.
Gonna be in the showmans. Maybe.
Don't do it, Xavier. Let's have a showman's free season.
Yeah, right?
Let's just have fun. I just want to dance.
Well, Frenchie immediately decides, I don't like Brent. I don't like Xavier. And I don't like Christian or Travis. They're a bunch of meatheads.
Meatheads.
Excuse me. Just because you are a hard 34 with a bunch of kids,
I'm sorry,
doesn't mean you're good.
34?
Is he a Neely from BB over the top?
Methinks maybe he's lying. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's been done before. He could possibly be lying about his age.
Like
I don't know.
Casting. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's 34. I don't know, but
well, it's a hard.
I would not
34.
have guessed that. Yeah, but anyway. He is not feeling these dudes. He wants to take one of them out early on, but he also promised a lot of them safety right off the bat. When they were like waiting on the balcony for everybody to do their like intro competition,
right?
He promised the other 3 guys in his group, hey, if I win HOH, you're all good. You're safe with me.
You don't have a goddamn thing to worry about.
A GD.
Safe.
Yeah, so Big D, Xavier, Travis, they were all promised safety within like the first however many minutes of the show.
He hates the ones he loves. He loves the ones he hates. I don't know.
Well, he's going to be promising a lot of people's safety, so hold on.
All right, so let's all pile into the have-not room and see how bad it is besides the slop and the cold showers. What do we got? What are we working with? Well, we're working with some busted jet ski in there. Some stained outdoor cushions on some lounge chairs and some traffic cones. I hope that gas can was not used.
Yeah, right?
There's freaking gas fumes in there.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
I would fill it up with soap. Just have a nice soapy smell all throughout.
Or maybe you can stick like a couple of chopsticks in there and put like some of that
like
diffuser
an
oil.
Thing. Yeah. That'd be pretty sick. But just to remind you guys, Team Kings, they are the have-nots this week. Right. So that's Christian, Sarah Beth, Alyssa, and Xavier.
Enjoy. All right.
I don't. What do you think about the have-not room, though? I feel like it doesn't look as bad as some of the previous have-not rooms.
I think the Canada have-not rooms were way worse than the American have-not rooms.
I mean, technically, they didn't even really have one last year.
Yeah.
With the ball pit.
Well, that was probably.
I think there was supposed
COVID,
to be.
Though.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be the have-not room, but then Tara was all like, "I'm not sleeping in there." So whatever.
All right. Well, Frenchie. Right off the bat, like 5 minutes into the show.
Again, working really quickly here.
Makes a final 2 deal with Big D. Derek F.
Yeah.
And they said, it's unlikely. Nobody's going to suspect that the two of us are working together. I have a feeling when Big D finds out what he's working with, he's going to be like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know that I see this lasting more than a few weeks.
I'm not doing this. Because they're just way too different.
Let me just tell you guys, Frenchie is a lot. And they could not even capture a fraction of the mayhem that has gone down in the last few days in this episode.
The only thing I've seen in this episode was Frenchie creeping around with a freaking glass of soda in his hand every single shot of him.
Yeah.
He's creeping around with a glass of soda behind doors, up on the balconies.
Well,
God knows where else, under people's beds. I have no idea.
He's been talking an awful lot about how he's like going to be the showman's killer, and he's telling all the girls like, don't get in no showman, so I'm going to break it up. I mean, you could do it if you want, but
just because you got a lock on your wiener, don't mean anybody else's game.
Oh my God.
Right?
Too much.
All right, so
a chastity sock.
Hey, if it works, right? All right, so he tells Claire, he tells Azza, he tells Hannah, don't get in no showmance.
But he's also telling the women, like, you guys are safe. I'm not putting a woman up on the block. Like, I'm sick and tired of the same old people being targeted early on, like the women, the weaker players, whatever, people of color.
Right.
He doesn't want that. So he's like, I'm going to go after a meathead, I'm going to go after a jock, and I'm going to be the hero of Big Brother Twitter.
Honestly, I would trust any one of those jocks over him. Any one of them.
I mean, it's been a rough week.
All right, so Frenchie has a meeting with Brent.
Yeah, so going into this.
Enemy number 1.
Brent was Frenchie's number 1 target. He's like, I'm going to make a splash with this move. I'm going to backdoor Brent. It's going to be amazing. Like, everyone's going to freak out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, time to have a one-on-one with Brent. And then he's like...
Brent strolls in there like a freaking used car salesman and is like, oh my God, when I have kids, I want to be a dad just like you, and I want to, you're amazing.
Well, just to give a little context here, it sounds like when the feeds were down at one point, Frenchie had opened up to everybody about losing a child, which is very, very difficult, I would imagine. So he was opening up about that, and Brent, in return, shared about his father committing suicide.
Right.
So they were able to bond over those 2 huge losses, and Frenchie was like, oh crap, I can't put this guy up. Like, I judged him.
But he's a meathead.
He was like, I judged a book by its cover. I made my mind up too soon. Does anybody else know that Thomas the Tank Engine song?
I do.
But anyway, so he was like, I'm not going after this guy anymore. I'm going to move the target onto Christian. Actually, Brent very skillfully moved the target onto Christian during that conversation.
I wish I could be just like you when I have kids. If I'm lucky enough to have kids and a woman in my life. Used car salesman! Very sorry for your loss, Brent, but I see what you're doing there. All right, so he says, I'm after Christian now.
Okay.
But wait, it's time for the wild card competition.
Ooh, a new twist. Are we ready for a takeover?
The Joker team does not compete, so the remaining teams have to send one representative.
One tribute.
Is it like Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, the Triwizard Tournament.
I didn't enter. All right, so
you can only compete once, unless
your team sucks and they're down to like 2 people.
Yeah, unless there isn't anyone else left on your team who hasn't played yet.
And if you can't decide by unanimous decision, you're gonna leave it up to fate and pick a chip out of the bag, and that's who's going to the Goblet of Fire. All right, so Sarah Beth and Alyssa tell Christian and Xavier that they are safe.
Right. Well, okay, just to clarify that. So Team Kings, they're trying to figure out like who they're going to send to the Goblet of Fire.
Right.
And yeah, Sarah Beth and Alyssa are like, hey, Frenchie already told us like he's not putting up a woman. So we're not really worried about our safety. You guys should be concerned. Right. One of you should compete. So they do end up picking Christian. I think more backstory to this, they felt really bad that they kind of like blew the HOH competition because Christian had the puzzle together.
He tried to ring in
and then they
times.
Kept dumping it. Yeah. So they felt really bad about that, and they wanted to give him the chance to play for his safety.
Right. So he said, okay.
Yeah.
So the players are Kyland, Christian, and the other team could not decide.
Team Aces was like, let's just leave it up to fate. So they pulled a chip out of the bag, and Hannah played for them.
Right. All right, so here we are at the competition.
Okay.
I think it's off-site, right?
I think so, yeah. It was in that, like, extra area that they used.
The gray area of Big Brother.
They used it, like, for the hacker competitions and all those other, like, Sunday night comps.
And for the BBOTT off-site haunted house and the celebrity.
It's a lot of fun.
Celebrity comps.
Yeah, the celebrity ones too, for sure. I love the concept of this wild card competition. It was something fresh and different. It was a fun concept.
Yeah, I liked it.
Basically, they had to search through this like
trashed hotel suite.
Yeah. Like,
it was really bad.
There was a big like beach party blowout there, or maybe it was just a little kickback. I don't know. But
how did you put this together?
So they had to find 3 different items amongst the trash.
Right.
They had to find their keys, their wallet, and their cell phone.
What about their watch, wallet, and testicles?
I mean, yeah, right? Basically. But the twist here was that they had to do it quickly and quietly. Because there were microphones placed all throughout. And if you made a certain amount of noise...
Yeah, they measured it in decibels.
You were going to get a penalty.
Right.
So the louder it was,
the
more penalty points you were going to get.
But you also had to complete it within 5 minutes. And what did they say? Like every second?
No, I think it was
every 10 seconds after 5 minutes?
Yeah,
you got
more penalty
big
points.
Penalty. Mm-hmm. All right. Was this competition sponsored by...
A Quiet Place 2?
I don't know. Do we have a sponsorship
Joe like the Monster.
Yeah.
I've never seen A Quiet Place 1 or 2. I don't do scary movies. But
that's
anyway.
funny, too, because it was filmed right around here.
I wouldn't say right around, but...
Not far.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kylan was very noisy.
Yeah. I mean, they set everybody up in the first place by having the tall stack of cans right on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
So it was like, immediately you open the door and it's like, oh, farts.
Yup. Christian did not know what champagne glasses were. He said champagne flukes. Yeah, some of those champagne flukes. I had to take them down.
Yeah.
He did manage to suck in his gut. His non-existent gut.
He learned about the cans behind the door, and he was very careful about that.
He sucked in his abs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hannah was very quiet.
She was quiet, but she was also
very
slow.
Long. Yeah. So Hannah ended up with a 414 total score.
Mm-hmm.
Christian got no penalties.
No time penalties.
So he only had a 125.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And Kyland, he went over the time and he was the noisiest as well. So he ended up with a 486. That was a big fart.
Yeah. But damn, Christian winning this wild card competition when he was the next target on...
It always seems to happen like that, doesn't it?
I know, right? On Frenchie's list.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I guess that kiss is off his list.
Yeah. Gotta find another target.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
But Christian gets to spin the wheel of death and find out how many people he can keep safe.
I loved when Big D was like, hey, put that back in storage.
So he spins a 1. He's a 1.
Well, okay, so
it made it look like a 3 at
you
first,
could get a 1, a 2, or a 3, and that was going to determine how many people from your team could also be safe. So that would have been freaking wild if he got a 3, which he almost did.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, he got a 1, and again, he was thinking strategically. He was like, okay, the girls said that they're already safe this week, so I'm going to pick Xavier to be safe for the week.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Frenchie's plan is all crapped out into the toilet.
He's running out of macho guys to pick.
Let me freshen up my Coke and go creep around the house and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So
and they did show him creeping all around, listening in on conversations.
Full glass of Coke.
Guys, I'm telling you, they could not even include like 10%
one iota
of the insanity that's been going on this week.
Creeping indoors.
Frenchie has been messy. It's very, very messy.
Do you know messy?
Oh, I know it now. Yeah. I've seen it.
So Frenchie decides, I'm going to target Alyssa, even though I already told her she's safe.
He said he's not going to put up any women. He told Alyssa specifically, you're good. You don't have to worry this week. I'm not putting you up. But he's like, okay, I can't go after Christian anymore. So I'm going to go after someone close to him. And he's also I'm the showman's killer. And he feels like these two are gearing up for a showmance. That's so shit. It just reminds me of BB16 when Amber got screwed over because Beast Mode Cowboy was obsessed with her, even though she wasn't into him.
Pickle and a banana. All right. Well,
so unfair.
Who had the last laugh on the challenge?
Yeah, right?
All right. So, has anyone approached you for an alliance?
Yeah, he puts Alyssa on the spot in front of a lot of people, and he's asking, like, has anyone approached you? She says no. Which is, like, I don't know what he thought was going on, but I'm pretty sure she was honest there in saying no.
Did he mean, like, a sexual alliance?
No. Okay, he was suspecting that Christian was trying to set up some big alliance, and Alyssa was like, no, those, like, are my teammates, so that's it. So
we're supposed to be, like, in an alliance with them because, like, we're on a team.
Yeah, so it was a little bit ridiculous, but...
Well, now it's time for the noms.
And nobody knew... really, going into this, who Frenchie was going to be putting up.
Right. Surprise, surprise.
I don't know if Frenchie even knew until like 5 minutes before.
So who was the last person he spoke to then?
Yeah, right?
So first up, we have Kyland, who was very shocked, and Alyssa, who was very shocked.
Yeah.
And then he comes up with this...
Well, he tells Kyland, like, I want you to be playing in the veto, so that's why I put you up.
Because I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a dream last night that I went fishing, and to catch big fish, I need the perfect bait. It almost seems like women are just like accessories.
Yeah, that's the vibe here. That is the vibe. And that is
so uncool.
Gross.
Especially after you told them they were safe.
And how, like, this season's going to be different. Like, you're doing it differently.
No. No.
Yeah, seriously, guys, if you're not following the live feeds yet,
you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know Jack.
Mm-hmm. Or Frenchie.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this week plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Got the power veto competition on Wednesday. First live eviction on Thursday.
But if you watched her spoilers, you'd already know.
Exactly.
So make sure you check it out.
Yep.
Well, that's all we got. I gotta
Thank you
go
all
fill
so much
up
for
my
watching.
Coke glass and creep around. Get ready for it.
All right.
Until next time.
Much love.